What's up, guys? So it's day 2. Got the alignment better. Like what we said, we're gonna put some Bondo on both the door and the fender to fix all the issues here. Sorry, I'm catching my break here. I'm here catching my breath. Sorry, guys. But so you guys see here, we'll put some Bondo right there where all the major dents was. Pretty much fixed it as much as we can. And again, the Bondo is not to cover it, not to fix the dents, but just to refine it, to fix all the little fine details, to pretty much smooth it out. If you guys recall right here where it's all green, so there was damage on both the door and the fender here at the very bottom. Currently the side skirt is loose, that's not how it is. It's just that we push it downwards to give us some space to work with. Both on the fender and the door side, pretty much sanding both at the same time, so it kind of gives you a better flush look. And yeah, but this is the status of the fender. And again, it may not seem like a lot of work, but we spent probably another hour working on the fender alone just to get this Bondo on. So at this stage, the fender is pretty much ready for primer. Now we just gotta work on the rest. So I don't know if you guys can see here on the camera, but on the right side, see how it's still glossy. On the left side is kind of more flat, because here on the left side of the hood, so the passenger side of the hood, we have it sanded down. The right side, we haven't touched it at all. You guys notice here, we have the lock here, and we removed it on this side. Pretty much remove it so we have more space to work with, and we want to scratch the latch or damage it or scratch anything, since that's still going to be a pretty piece, so we're going to leave it alone. So I have sanding here the wiper water injectors, the shooters, I don't know what to call them. So we saw that it's pretty much silver and then white. So what this is letting us know, that our assumption is this car went to a one-day job. We don't think it's a spray can. The reason why we don't think it's a spray can, because well, if you look here, like we said, it's very fine. So it took a lot of sanding for us to get to that point. So we're thinking this is a stage 1 where it's paint and clear coat mix. And we use a DA machine to sand it to make it much faster, and even then there's still a big chunk of paint on it. So we're thinking overall the car does have a lot of paint. Just for shit and giggles, we put this wheel on. We put a 1-inch spacer on top of being a wide wheel already, so it looks pretty clean, but I personally wouldn't be rocking it, but it does look good. I'll give it that, you know. So just for shits and giggles, we wanted to see, you know, obviously it looks way better than the stock wheel. Hey, what's up, guys? CPK. It's another video with RSX. So we got a lot more progress done. So like we said last time, we got the fender done, the hood done, the bumpers done. So we worked now on the door here. I didn't do enough documentary of the removal of some of the parts, so I'm gonna focus here. We already talked about this. So the door, we found some more minor dents, but like anything, kind of use Bondo, kind of clean it up as much as you can. And taking off the mirror here. So when we got the car, this whole section here, and again, something that I mentioned in the first video is that when they did this paint job, they put a bunch of paint. I think it's a stage 1 paint that they did, and we pretty much had to sand it all the way down to make this clear. Looking on this side, man, that's about to put some primer on the car. Got the fender done again, minor things. So we got a little bit of refinement we had to do here, but besides that, fender was pretty clean. Same with the door. The door didn't really have any much issues. The biggest issue with the door is, again, we just had to sand it down very good. Paint itself was pretty wavy, so we did as much as we could. Same thing here with the trim pieces. We had to pretty much sand it all the way down. You see, we kind of had to go pretty deep in it. before it gets too dark, this is where we're at. So pretty much, I would say more than half the car is pretty much ready for prep. I want to say more than half the car is ready for paint now. At this point, just gotta sand all these parts. The only things we haven't touched yet are pretty much the roof, quarter panel, wing, trunk, and the rear bumper. Yeah, so it's looking good. The nice thing about primer, it kind of shows you the ending of how it's gonna look. So we decided we're just gonna put a big block of primer in this section right here. So when we sand it with block, it's gonna be a straight, clean, flush look. Leave a comment what color I should paint it. I don't know. I really don't know yet. Maybe white, maybe red, maybe blue, maybe green. I don't know. But so far, I'm really liking the white and the red being my second favorite color. But some of you guys might be asking, do your primering outside? It really doesn't matter, because honestly, like even right here, like honestly, like right here, kind of already see a defect. Doesn't really matter if bugs are gonna get on it or not. Going on here, but you guys see that? You guys see all that right there? So that's not a good sign. You don't want that. So maybe there's something down here, but with the primer here and exposed, it's letting me know, hey, there's still something going on here. So I gotta make sure to go back and look in this section, see what's going on. But it's gonna look pretty much like this, guys. We still got a bunch of work up back here. It's fine if the rim gets oversprayed, not really a big deal. So we still got a lot of work back here. I don't really think there's much again. So they pretty much cleaned all the bodywork, but like here you can see, for example, so when they painted this, it seems like they didn't take off the tail light. So pretty much what's causing here. So once I take this tail light off, one, I'm gonna be able to clean this, and secondly, I'm gonna be able to sand the quarter panel really good, so you can get that kind of mush there. So even down here, you can tell that the wing is still silver. So when they painted this with the wing on. So, you know, it's little stuff like that that I don't want to say that it's a buzzkill or killer, because it's fixable. But you know, might as well, if we're gonna paint it, might as well do it right, do all those things. So hope you guys like this update. Really appreciate it if you guys give a thumbs up, you know, support the channel. I never thought I'd get 1,000, 2,000, shoot. Maybe by the time this car's done, we're at 5,000, who knows, but really appreciate it. Hope you guys also like the video showing the new 2023 Integra A-Spec. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll make sure to put a link somewhere above so you guys can kind of see it. So bought this car because I thought it was exciting with the new Integra, and with the new one out, I thought it was pretty cool. Rock this. Meantime, maybe the 2023 Type S is hella sick and I'll buy that. Until then, who knows, right? So, here's guys.